order and start with Pledge of Allegiance. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Well, good morning. Next is the approval of the agenda.
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda for today's meeting.
I'll second that motion.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Now is the approval of the minutes of January 3rd, 2017.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes of January 3rd, 2017.
Second?
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Now I have is approval of claims for payment.
I'll make a motion to approve this week's claims for payment.
And after reviewing those, I'll make the motion, or I'll second that motion to approve the claims for payment.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. I have 10:02, and I can do the first consideration of the amendment to ordinance number 13, which is Uniform Rural Address System Ordinance of Hardin County, Iowa. Micah, would you like to talk on that?
Yes. This is an update of an ordinance from 1993 that kind of lays out the rules and the order of how we do rural addressing signs, both the street signs and the 911 signs. We previously, previously we hadn't really been following what was in the 1993 ordinance anyway, because things had changed and we had never updated it. And so this is now going to reflect our current policy and method of doing things. The biggest change is, instead of contracting with a third-party company, we are going to be utilizing our sign maintenance person in the secondary roads department, the GIS person, and to do all the assigning of the addresses and the ordering of the equipment and invoicing. The bills will still be paid by the 911 board as their responsibility that's laid out in the ordinance. And we will also be supplying materials for installation to the citizens during their request. And this, we expect this to be favorably received and much more timely than what we've been doing in the past.
Are there any questions from anybody, public, non-public, or county workers? Daryl, you got any questions?
Nope.
All in favor of this, sorry?
Yes.
It's your guy that's doing the work, right?
Correct.
From there, I guess I could ask for a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve the first consideration of the amendment to ordinance number 13, the Uniform Rural Address System of Hardin County.
I'll second it.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none. Roll call.
BJ.
Aye.
Renee.
Aye.
Lance.
Aye. Motion carries. Next on the agenda is the option to waive the second consideration of the ordinance, which we could do according to our policies.
I'll make a motion to waive the second consideration of ordinance number 13.
I'll second that motion.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none. Roll call.
Renee.
Aye.
BJ.
Aye.
Lance.
Aye.
And I guess I would like to mention this has been gone through several
Hang on.
meetings of the 911 board.
Motion carries.
Motion
Now,
carries,
go
sorry.
ahead.
It has been approved by the 911 board, so I wanted to make sure you guys knew that.
Okay.
Sorry.
And next is the adoption. Adoption of the amendment to ordinance number 13, Uniform Rural Address System Ordinance of Hardin County. And the purpose of this ordinance mandates the establishment and the use of uniform rural address system for the residents of Hardin County in order to promote the safety, convenience, and general welfare of all the residents, public and private service providers, and provides for the penalties for violations.
I'll make a motion to approve the adoption of the amendment to Ordinance 13 of the Uniform Rural Address System Ordinance of Hardin County.
I'll second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
BJ?
Aye.
Renee?
Aye.
Lance?
Aye. Motion carries. I got 4 more minutes before I can bounce to the next item number 9. So I'm going to jump down to item number 12, which is a medical examiner services agreement.
Okay. At the January meeting, we made the motion to appoint Dr. Bronkhorst's name just left me. And I would like to rescind that motion, appointing Dr. Bronkhorst for the January 3rd meeting.
Is that a motion?
Yes.
Okay.
So can you read that again, just to make sure?
To rescind the motion that was made on
Okay.
January 3rd.
I'll second the motion to rescind Dr. Bronkhorst's appointment as the county medical examiner as shown in the agreement.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries. Now we can make the appointment.
Okay.
And I will make the motion to appoint Dr. Curtis O'Laughlin as the medical examiner for Hardin County.
I'll second the motion to appoint Dr. O'Laughlin as the county medical examiner.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Now I have is the auditor's monthly report. Yes.
I think Dr. O'Loughlin wanted you to still make the appointment for the deputy.
We didn't make that motion, and I'm not sure if he gets to appoint that position or if we actually appoint that position. I had to find out more before we did it.
Okay.
Because we never appointed Dr. O'Laughlin either as the assistant.
Dr. Bronkhorst did.
Yeah, we did.
But we'll find out more on that if
Okay.
we have to.
I
do
know
it.
that he expressed a desire to have him be the deputy,
Yes.
so, okay.
Yep. Thank you.
Yeah.
From there, I will bounce to number 13, which is the auditor's monthly report of $875 for the month of December.
I'll make a motion to approve the auditor's report.
I'll second it.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. I still have a minute before I can go to the next one. Why don't we
Page 17.
go to number 15, which is a receipt of the animal feeding operation construction permit, LNS, Pork Site 4, Section 13 of Concord Township. This is a 5,300 head site. It's a new building site.
I'll make a motion to acknowledge the receipt, the animal feeding operation construction permit for LNS Pork Site 4, number 4, Section 13, Concord Township.
I'll second that motion.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion?
I just wanted to let you know, I looked at the DNR reports for the corporation. They've only had one violation in the past, and it looks like it was resolved. And so with a good conscience, I can, see us moving forward on the project.
Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Let's move to number 16, which is set time and date for the public hearing on animal feeding operation construction permit, LNS Pork Site 4.
I'll make a motion to set February 1st at 10:02 a.m. for the public hearing on the LNS Pork Site number 4, Section 13 of Concord Township.
I'll second it.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Now, I'm going to bounce back up to item number 9, which is the first consideration of an ordinance 47, an ordinance providing the division of the tax levied on taxable properties in 2016 amendment to the Pine Lake Ethanol Urban Renewal Area pursuant to section 40319 of Code of Iowa. And this is our, again, this is our first consideration. If there's any questions or anything out there, I'm happy to answer anything if I can.
All right, I'll make a motion to approve the first consideration of ordinance 47 for the Pine Lakes Ethanol Urban Renewal Area.
I'll second it.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none. Roll call.
BJ?
Aye.
Renee?
Aye.
Lance?
Aye. Motion carries. Again, we have the option to waive the second consideration of ordinance number 47, if so desired.
I think since we didn't receive any comments or issues on the first reading, I'll make the motion to waive the second consideration of ordinance number 47.
I'll second that motion.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Or
Aye.
roll call, excuse
Oh.
me. Roll call.
Renee?
Aye.
BJ?
Aye.
Lance?
Aye. Motion carries. And I will jump to number 11, which is the adoption of ordinance 47. An ordinance providing for the division of taxes levied on taxable property in the 2016 amendment to the Pine Lake Ethanol Urban Renewal Area pursuant to section 40319 of Code of Iowa.
I'll make a motion to adopt the ordinance number 47, providing for the division of taxes levied on taxable property in the 2016 amendment to the Pine Lakes Ethanol Urban Renewal Area.
Second it.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
BJ?
Aye.
Renee?
Aye.
Lance?
Aye. Motion carries. Am I back on track again, or have I skipped one?
Number 17.
So I'm down. I was just making sure I didn't have any above me.
Did we? Number 14. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
Done yet?
Okay, now to number 14, a resolution setting the date for the public hearing on the development agreement with the NRP of Iowa LLC and Protein Transports LLC, including economic development payment in the amount not to exceed $300,000. And in part of this, the agreement to make the economic development payments will not be a general obligation of the county, but will be payable from the incremental property tax revenues generated from properties located within the 2016 amendment to the Pine Lake Ethanol Urban Renewal Area.
Okay, I'll make a motion to approve the resolution setting the date for public hearing on the development agreement with NRP of Iowa and Protein Transport LLC, including the economic development payments in an amount not to exceed $300,000. And that date for the public hearing would be February 1st at 10:10 a.m.
I'll second that motion.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Renee?
Aye.
BJ?
Aye.
Lance?
Aye. Motion carries. Now to number 17 is the approval of the county audit report fiscal year ending 6/30/2016.
Yeah, I'll make a motion to approve the county audit report for fiscal year ending June 30th, 2016.
I'll second that motion.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? This will be on file at the auditor's office if anybody would like to go review it. quite a bit to read here, not a whole lot of new things in it though. Any other discussion? Hearing none, I will do roll call again.
Renee?
Aye.
BJ?
Aye.
Lance?
Aye. Motion carries. Now, we've had this on the agenda a couple times. This is the property manager's pickup that he drives, which is the F-150. It's a 2014. We've taken some bids, and they've come in around $6,500 for a trade-in value on it. We've talked about selling it outright. My suggestion would be trading it off for that 2017.
I would agree. I'll make the motion to direct Jody to trade the current pickup in for the 2017 F-150 pickup.
I'll second that motion.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? I believe the low bid was Union, but we're going with the low bid that
Right.
that was taken in the bids. Any other discussion?
Well, after talking about the purchasing extended warranty or whatever, because there have been a couple of fixes that have had to happen on it, it would be better to just put that money towards the trade difference for the new pickup.
The extended warranty was another $2,000 to add on to to keep it under warranty. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Now we have is the appointment of the township trustees.
All right, so we made several phone calls and got really good feedback from people. I'm going to go through the townships, only the ones that had vacancies, and we're going to go township by township. So I'm going to make the motion to appoint Dwight Schoeneman and Scott Niederhoff for a 4-year term for the Clay County Township trustees.
Clay Township.
Yep.
Are you gonna do those all individually or just
Individual
do 'em-
counties, or townships.
Okay,
Yep.
okay, so, okay, I'll second it.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Thank them for their service. No other discussion, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
I make a motion to appoint Milo Nelson and Alvern Tisdale to the Concord Township trustees
I'll
for a
second it.
4-year term, sorry.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries.
I'd like to make a motion to appoint Jerry Butler and Chuck Walters to 4-year terms to the Eldora Township trustee board.
I'll second it.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
I'd like to make a motion to appoint Dallas Knutson and Leonard Penning for a 4-year term to the Grant Township trustee board.
I'll second it.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
I'd like to make a motion to appoint Curtis Kelsey and David Jensen to 4-year terms on the Hardin Township trustee board.
I'll second that.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
I'd like to make a motion appointing Craig Froning and Mike Rawl to the Jackson Township trustee board for a 4-year term.
I'll second that.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries.
I'd like to make the motion to appoint Sandy Williams, a new township trustee board member, and Stan Granzow to each 4-year terms on the Pleasant Township trustee board.
I'll second it.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries.
I'd like to make the motion to appoint L. Caleb Knutson and Charlie Runge to the Sherman Township trustee board for a 4-year term.
I'll second that.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion?
We really want to thank Mr. Knutson for his service, serving on that township trustee board since 1959. That's
Oh my gosh.
dedication.
Any more discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
I'd like to make the motion to appoint Mark Granzow and Richard Dreifke to the Tipton Township Trustee Board for a 4-year term.
I'll second it.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion on on one of those? I know I haven't got a hold of them yet. We're reappointing. Right. They can contact me if they want to be taken off, though. Hearing no more discussion, all in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries. I'd like to thank everybody that does the townships. Not all the townships are appointed by the county supervisors. These are the ones that we appoint. Moving on, I have change of status in the sheriff's office.
Okay, I'll make a motion to approve the change of status for the hiring of Caitlin Marie Purdy. It's a permanent part-time position effective January 10th, 2017 at $12.84 an hour.
I'll second the motion.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
I'll make the motion to approve the hiring of Karen Schuknecht as a permanent part-time dispatcher at the sheriff's office at the hourly rate of $12.84 an hour.
I'll second it.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Start date is
January 10th.
January 10th. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries.
I'll make a motion to approve the employee change of status for the resignation of the permanent part-time dispatcher Courtney Kinney, and that's effective January 21st, 2017.
I'll second that motion.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? She wrote a nice letter along
She
with
did.
that. No discussion? All in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries.
I'll make a motion to approve the resignation of permanent part-time dispatcher Brittany Kammeyer, effective January 20th, 2017.
And I'll second it.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? She also wrote a nice letter. Hearing no more discussion, all in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries. That was all I had for sheriff's office. Did you guys have any more? Okay. Moving on, I will go to the recorder's monthly report.
I'll make a motion to approve the recorder's monthly report for the month of December. When the total amount received $36,011.29.
I'll second the motion to approve the recorder's monthly report.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Aye. Motion carries. Now I have is the sheriff's quarterly report.
I'll make a motion to approve Sheriff McDaniel's quarterly report.
I'll second it.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Aye. Motion carries. Utility permits.
Nope, no utility permits today.
Secondary roads.
So trying to keep the ice away.
All right. Next I have is the contract with Peterson Contractors, Inc. for bridge replacement project BROS CO 4285 8J42.
It's a bridge on 260th Street, east of X Avenue.
Okay.
So, came in about 30,000 less than our estimate, so decent price. It's got a late start date of July 5th, so recommend we move forward with it.
Is this one south of Hardin?
No,
Oh. Is this north of Pine
no. At
Ridge?
260.
You said
Yeah.
X Avenue, and I was like,
East of
well,
X Avenue,
Oh, okay.
sorry. We call it the Billy Lawless Bridge.
Oh, all right. Now I know where it is.
Pylons are shattered under it.
The pier cap's cracked too, so.
Okay, I'll make a motion to approve the contract with Peterson Contractors for the bridge replacement project BROS-CO4285-8J-42.
I'll second that motion.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Did you want AKA Billy Lawless Bridge?
Like the Granville Road, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Hearing no more discussion, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Any other business? Hearing none, I can ask for adjournment.
Make a motion to adjourn.
I will second that motion.
Been moved and seconded, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.